Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of the Epic Florida Project. I am here with your weekly, monthly, whatever we decide to do, updates, but I can't do this alone. So, what? No, I was going to introduce you nicely now. I've got this arsehole outside of me called Phil.
Do the Bartman.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, mate. My Botox clearly is working on Zoom, so all the wrinkles are hiding.
Yeah. Well, all I can do is apologise. It's my fault. It's been a while since the last one. I've been on holiday, so sorry. But you gotta go away when you can. Phil's looking at me just to say, "You bastard, why are you
In
going
all,
away?"
in all fairness, mate, I really could have done an episode of my own. I was just being lazy.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Welcome to the Epic Florida Podcast.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's not the Epic Florida podcast anymore, mate. It's the Epic Florida Project. So here we are, guys. We're going to give you the up-to-date news that we know and what we think you guys would like to hear. So I'm going to pass this over to Phil first because he's got a little bit more than what I've got. So
That's very rare, people.
I know.
Right, so we got some breaking news today. Literally today, what would be the 10th of July? I'm losing my months now. Sesame Street Party Parade is back today, this day.
Oh.
So if you're watching this the day after that, it's back at SeaWorld. So
Yeah.
SeaWorld had their Sesame Street Parade back. That's just a real quick one. So if you're young children into Sesame Street and that, you can't have Mickey in that right now. To me, I think this is a great alternative personally.
But you added on to the SeaWorld, Universal added theirs last week.
Yeah.
So Universal have got their daytime paraders back as well. So expect Disney to follow in about 3 months.
Yeah. And I've also got some news about the remaining hotels opening dates for Disney, really. So we've got the Disney Polynesian Village Resort, 19th of July, that reopens. Animal Kingdom is the 26th of August. Very strange because that's when the holiday periods come to an end. Disney All-Star Music Resort is the 16th of September. Port Orleans is 14th of October. That's Riverside, by the way. And the French Quarter will be the 28th of October. Then the last one to open, what I really don't think I care about, is Disney All-Star Sports Resort. Yeah. That will be 9th of December. So every Disney hotel by the 9th of December should be open again.
So that's only good news that these places are opening up. That means that they must be not filling, but they're actually getting more reservations. So they're opening places up. So it's a good sign. It's unfortunately, like I just mentioned before, they are a bit behind Universal because all those are open now. But
anyway. Yeah, but Universal hasn't got as many. Let's be fair.
They haven't got as many, but they do seem a lot busier at the moment.
Well, I'm hoping this just means that Disney have been doing a lot of painting up, refurbing, cleaning the places up. You know, giving them that fresh look. So when everyone comes back in. Other news, we move over. Well, I'm going to quickly move over before I go back to Disney because that's why I've set it up. Jurassic World Tribute Store is to close August the 9th at Universal Studios Florida. Now, I know this is real because according to Universal Orlando's resort latest blog post, the location will be closed August the 9th. So to me, Universal saying this, that's what means they're getting ready to set it up for a special event, I believe.
Well, usually it's about a 2 to 3 week turnaround for a tribute store if you're looking at past 3. So
it'll probably be a 4-week here, won't it? Because I want to open.
Well, no, 4. If it's just on the 11th, Halloween Horror Night starts on the 3rd. That's not 4 weeks. That's only 3.
That's see, it's normal. Right. Nothing official on this one, guys, yet. It's been said by everyone, Disney Dining Plan is returning. We don't know how it's returning, and pretty much we don't know when it's returning. So don't just presume you're getting what you used to have.
No, the dining plan will be, as far as what I've found out, the dining plan will be available from December, but it's purchase. It's not the free dining. So don't think you can book a holiday and get free dining. It's the purchase version. Because what it is at the moment, a lot of the whole restaurants aren't open. So if the whole restaurants are not open, they're not going to get the demand. until the demand for the restaurants picking up with people staying more, the dining plan will come back. But it's all, as far as we know, it's going to be a purchase only dining plan. So you won't be getting it free with any bookings you make with Disney.
I'm going to upset a few people. I never was a fan of it. I never saw the point. It just forced you to stay on site.
I can see both sides. I think we've had this conversation off there before. If you don't want to carry cash and you just want to be able to eat when you want, the dining plan is great for that. But if you want to budget as well for your spending, it's great for that as well, because it's already prepaid. You don't have to pay for it anymore. So your budget comes in. But I'm the same as you. I wouldn't want to be stuck to sticking at Disney for 3 of my meals a day or 2 of my meals a day. It means you can't venture out. You can't see all these fantastic restaurants that are international drive.
Well, you can, but unfortunately, you're then wasting a day of dining, basically.
Well, yeah. Well, so, you can turn your dining into snacks and then walk away with 2 bagfuls of sweets from Goofy's Troop Shop or candy store or whatever it is. That everyone seems to do.
Yeah, everyone does what I say. They go out because they get bored at Disney eventually. Anyway, the return of Run Disney. Now, I'm going to give all the dates and them, but I'm going to do a little thing here for people. So the Americans know them like as 5K, 10Ks and that. So I'm going to help everyone else out who may not be always knowing what the difference is and in putting it into miles. So 5K is 3.1 miles. 10K is 6.2. What's kind of obvious. That's doubled. Half a marathon is 13.1 miles and a full marathon is a 26.2 miles. Now, I've got some weird date stuff here. November the 4th to the 7th, 2021 on Disney Wine and Dine half marathon. I can't say marathon. Weekend powered by Aftershock. So you've got the Wine and Dine 5K, the Wine and Dine 10K, the Wine and Dine half a marathon. 2-course challenge. Complete both the 10K and half marathon. 19.3 miles total, apparently. I suppose that's going to be doing a allotted time, I'm guessing. Club, Run Disney Gold and Platinum registration opens. Well, that opens on the 6th of July, so that's open. So if you're Gold and Platinum, I presume you've already booked if you're planning to run in that heat. General registration for in-person race opens July the 13th, so in a few days' time at 10 a.m. In the morning. Obviously, that's going to be Florida time, people. So general registration for virtual race opens, so that's staying, is July the 16th. And then we've got other races. I won't go through all of them again. I'll just go January the 5th to the 9th. We've got, this is obviously 2022, Walt Disney World's Marathon Weekend. You've obviously got the 5K, the 10K, the World Half, and the World Marathon. Plus with Goofy's Race and Half Challenge, same thing again, but 39.3 miles total. Dopey Challenge, complete each race 48.6 miles. You got Club Run, general registration again. So you got Club Run, you can register for it July the 20th, general July the 27th, and the virtual again, you can do July the 30th. So if you've got like a track machine at home you want to run on, just put the screen on and pretend you're there. February, we're not going to go from all now. It's basically February the 24th to the 27th. We've got the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend. Same sort of things again, but this will open for people Platinum on August 17th, normal people 24th, and the virtual again is 27th. We're still going with these races. Disney are getting as many as marathons as they can. March the 31st to April the 3rd. Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend presented by Otterbox. I ain't really got anything else on that. So the general information, all races have a virtual option, allowing runners from all over the world to participate in the race. So if there's some reason, what would be very strange by that time, we still couldn't get out there. If you want to do it, you can. It's not the same, but at least you'd have a screen in front of you. The introduction of Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend. The 4th weekend of each race season will be Run Disney Springtime. Surprise Weekend, this event will host various theming and distance each year. The huge draw of Run Disney events is the exclusive merchandise at the weekend's expo. So people, get your merch if you're into that sort of stuff. Run Disney Kids races will now be Run Disney Kids Adventures. It's changed its name, promoting general health and well-being for young runners. The theme for Disney's Wine and Dine is wickedly delicious, while the theme for Walt Disney World's Marathon Weekend will be aligned with 50th anniversary. The Disney Princess Half Marathon will base its theming on the courage and kindness, and Disney princesses demonstrating time and time again. That is out on that. And my last bit of news, what happened in...
I'll just interject about the Run Disney stuff. If you want to get into running and you're a fan of Disney, go for it. But I will just say this: Sanford do their own over Lake Eola. They do a run round there. It's a hell of a lot cheaper, and you get beer at the end.
So I just had some Coke on one.
Disney, you get a fruit box with a banana, an apple, bottle of water, and a medal. There you get beer and a medal. And a beer.
I just say,
what I'm saying is, Disney are great. These Run Disneys are fantastic if you're a massive Disney fan and you really want to run around in the parks when it's quiet and it's empty and it's dead and you want to see behind the scenes. But they are very expensive for what they are. There is cheaper alternatives out there. That's what this podcast is about, is giving you information about different things. When the runs in Lake Eola and the Space Coast race all come up, we'll give you the information about them as well, because they're a lot cheaper and they're just as fun, really.
Universal is pretty cool as well if they still do it.
Universal do their own. Well, they have done. They've not done it for the last couple of years because of what's happened. But yeah, there is other alternatives to Disney ones, and I personally think the Disney ones are expensive, but that's just me. Some people might love it, but I think it's a bit expensive for what they are.
Disney, I always feel you're paying for the characters.
Yeah, but I'm not being funny. But if you're going there for a run, why are you running to go meet characters?
I don't agree. I don't want to do my last bit of news. You know what it's about. The email I got yesterday. We're getting to your news, and then we'll talk about my last piece of news after all yours, and so we can have a chat about it.
Yeah. Well, mine is the namesake of this show, the Epic Florida Project. We have track at Epic Universe. There is track on site in the place, ready to be put into all the fixtures. Don't get too excited. It is track, but it's for the Yoshi ride. So, but that actually does confirm that Mario is going into Epic Universe, because it's the exact same track that's in Japan. All you need to do is look at aerial shots of the build in Japan, and it's the exact same track for the Yoshi. It's a bit like Zeus Trolley Train Ride, where you just go around the track in the air. It's the same as that. It's a high-rise track, and it's all there. It's ready, because I think obviously they built this knowing that it's going to go in somewhere, and it's just have to get it out of their warehouse. So it's currently sat there at Epic Universe in its holding area, ready to be installed. The other news I've got about Disney Universal is, you probably know this by now if you're not living under a rock. Universal's dining plan gone. No snack credits, no table one, and no quick service. If you personally have bought one and then bought it in a package before the date it got removed, they're still valid. You can still use them wherever you like, but they are just not selling anymore. So if you want to save yourself $3, fine. But over a period of 4 days, what you're saving yourself, you're saving the price of a beer. It's not really effective unless you buy the expensive stuff all the time. But it's been discontinued. Whether it's going to return in a different format, I don't know. But as far as we know, it was Orlando Informer who informed us that the dining plan has gone, disappeared. Bye bye.
Can I just say, I never found the Universal dining plan worth it anyway. Especially the reason for this, people, is as I say, just think how much money you need to spend. And because Universal is small compared to Disney, I always thought it was just better to go to City Walk and eat better food. A bit more expensive, but if you're an annual pass holder, you can save that money straight away. You can get a percentage off. So I just personally think it's better. All right, you have to pay a tip for servers and that, but you're paying for better food. You're paying for a slightly bigger quantity as well of food, and you get more of a round choice of what you want to eat. I mean, pretty much in the park, it was burger, chips, and pizzas.
Yeah. I'd say a lot of the Universal dining plan that they had, you could use some of it in with the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, but not everything was included. And the snack credit used to be a butterbeer. I'm sure that changed at one point, so you couldn't use your snack credit as a butterbeer. So it was okay for what it was if you wanted to budget and not have to worry about money. But it's gone. So that's a bit of news that had disappeared. My next news that all I've got is the one that dropped 2 days ago. So should we go into it, or do you want to go into yours first?
Let's get into mine, then we'll do the big news of your one.
Yeah.
My one's breaking news was basically the FCDO changes travel advice to the USA. Obviously, we'll explain why it's not get overexcited yet. FCDO no longer advise against all but essential travel to the United States for UK residents. The move is another positive step towards transatlantic travel to the United States and will also mean now that most holiday insurance will cover passengers to the United States. So basically, all eyes now for the borders open on President Biden, because we basically can't get in still for holidays and that until the big man himself says, come on in.
Well, technically you can get in if you're going on if you're going on a work trip.
Golf trip.
Yeah, well, golf is, well, if you're classing golf as a work. But yeah, there is ways around it, but personally, I wouldn't do it. It's a lot of hassle. It's a lot of faffing about. Let's just hope this is a step in the right direction to get the borders open.
See, this is what we talk about this. It's mate, it's like a roller coaster. We get good news, bad news. So I heard this yesterday, and then yesterday night, I'm hearing they're talking not about they're in no rush to open Biden and his administration, and they're talking about the earliest. That's what worries me and Simon. September the 6th. Now, these are rumors. There's nothing official from the government. I always tell people, be careful with that. You look at the MCO's official website, they're saying Virgin and British Airways are coming in September. But if you look at bookings right now, you can book with Virgin. I haven't checked with British Airways, but you can book with Virgin mid-August still for holidays. Now, that to me makes more sense.
Yeah, everything's still up in the air. We don't know what is going to actually happen yet. So all we can do is sit here with our fingers crossed, and in 9 weeks' time, you'll be getting updates from myself and Phil in Orlando. Fingers crossed. But that's all we can do at the moment.
When you say update, I also think we are only weeks away before we start hearing proper news from America about us coming over. You know my theory and your theory. We think they want UK and Europe to come in at the same time. So they're trying to make sure that Europe get pretty much closer to the UK on vaccinations. We're pretty much going to be done by September, double vaccinations for most adults 18 and up, obviously. And I think Europe, they at least want 65% of Europe double vaccinated to let me in. The variant what's out there, guys, we won't name it because I can't be bothered because it changes every week with a new one, apparently. It's in America. Last time I checked, it's 47%, the variant of America now. So that's not going to be an excuse anymore for us not to come in. If it wasn't there, I think we would have had no hope of getting him this year alone. But I think now the variant's there and America also very well vaccinated, I think we've got a chance. Now, Simon, let's get to the most exciting news of the day.
Yes, it was another, I'm going to say, cock up by Universal again. There was a bit of a leak on Thursday, and we got our second official Halloween Horror Nights now house. The Haunting of Hill House from Netflix's series.
You'll never leave. You're about to enter Hill House. It's coming to Halloween Horror Nights. Never go alone.
So I'm currently on the blog post for Universal, and it says everything you need to know about the haunting of Hill House at Halloween Horror Nights. I will put the pictures. I'm shaking everything. I'll put the pictures that they've dropped on the thing in now, so you'll see what we're on about. But your first picture you've got is the facade. Have you seen the facade yet?
Oh, mate, I'm telling you, this got me excited as much as Poltergeist did.
Well, I'm going to hold my hands up before we get into this. I still haven't seen Hill House. I'm sorry, people. Do not. Well, you can at me. I don't care. It's more interaction. But I haven't watched Hill House. Julie has. She loved it, and she's telling me you need to watch it. You need to watch it, and she's going to be devastated if we don't get to Florida for this year.
Same, mate. I loved Hill House. I hated Blind Manor, but I loved Hill House.
So we've got. I'll quickly read it as best I can. Halloween Horror Nights returns this fall for Universal Orlando Resort and Universal Studios Hollywood with the renowned haunted houses and scare zones themed to the blah, 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 blah. Don't need to know all that crap. After having to make the difficult decision not to hold the event last year, you can bet on this one HHN you will not want to miss. Look no further than the haunted house that has just been added to the lineup, Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House. This is right up your alley if you're a kind of person who's obsessed with the paranormal activity and loves to visit haunted places. Here's everything you need to know about the Haunting of Hill House at HHN. If you're into the paranormal and you're watching this, watch Ghost Aliens Beyond from the seasons past. It's not going to be on YouTube anymore, but go back and watch some of them. Cheap plugs. Really, it's just saying it's focusing on the first season of the Haunting anthology series. Netflix's The Haunting of Hill House is a supernatural horror show which features 5 siblings in present day being haunted by the paranormal experiences they had as their childhood home, Hill House. The show shifts between the present and the past with flashbacks to the events leading up to the fateful night where the family fled the house. Yeah. I've still not seen it yet, so
well,
you know more about it than me.
Mate, look, mate, I'm going to say to you, just in case something does go wrong for us, until we get the go-ahead that we can go to America, don't watch it because you'll just upset yourself even more because it is brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't want you to watch something and then be sitting there thinking, I couldn't see the house. It just make it worse for you. So buy them. I know you watch us, mate. I know you do. Open up. As some people would say in wrestling at a wrestler, let us in.
Let us in. Yeah. Yeah, some of these pictures are phenomenal, mate. I'm just, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually saving them. But yeah, you've got, I don't know what they are, but I believe that the red door is going to be there. I believe that's quite important.
Yep.
There will be a red door, it says in big bold writing.
Very important, especially you'll understand that properly at the end of the season.
But like we said, Universal Orlando Resort Halloween Horror Nights is bringing you 30 years of fear at Universal Studios Florida on select nights from the 3rd of September to the 31st of October. Dates and tickets are in. I'll put a link to the website in the description. We've still only got single night tickets and express passes, but now you can actually buy your RIP tours. The RIP tours are your way of getting all the houses done with a guide. That's what I was trying to figure out and say. Where they guarantee you get all 10 houses. It is a plus tour, so you will have to have a daytime ticket or an evening ticket, sorry, to actually get into the RIP tours. But your express passes are available. You're behind the Screams tour? I think they're calling it now.
I believe that's what it's called.
Yeah, they've changed the name from Unmasking the Horror, which I think that's actually quite appropriate at the moment, but some people won't agree with that. And that's it, really, guys. We're just waiting for the multiple night tickets and Screw Actor Dining, because there's no rumours that Screw Actor Dining isn't returning, but with no information that it's actually going to be coming up yet. So that's the major news for Halloween Horror Nights. I've got nothing else on my end.
No, that's pretty much it, mate. But I want to leave a little thing for people. We were going to do it this one, but we've actually had quite a lot of news. We want to have a little chat, me and Simon, on a episode talking how we would. I know it's been touted before, but we've had an idea why Marvel should go in Islands of Adventure and why it should be changed to DC no matter what. And we've got an idea how to change the rides and what we would put there instead, and maybe get rid of another land as well to make it even bigger. But I'm not saying this now as a teaser. I'm saying it because I'd like you all on Twitter if you can, or comment below if you're watching this on YouTube
Yep.
or if you've seen it on Facebook. So the Twitter handle is actually TEF Project, but we want to know what your ideas would be. What would you do to get rid of Marvel Land? Because it's good, but a lot of the kids these days don't know their Marvel characters like they are there. That was my childhood. I think give Marvel to Disney and Universal. Let's update that land. So what would you do, people? Tell us. That's all we want to know. We want this interaction with you. We don't want to be the sort of shows just talking out. We want you to talk back to us. And obviously, if you get your comments and that across to us, we will read them out on the show as well and give you a good shout out.
Yeah, yes, we will. So with that, Phil doing all the socials. Also, hit that subscribe button down below for us, guys. It helps grow the channel. We've got other content on this channel. It's not just this show. There is going to be Rant Sports coming in the future. We've currently got some of our predictions in the team of the Euros and some of the reactions with Phil and Andrew. We've got Golf Stadiums Beyond, which I believe is just going to go back to a podcast soon.
Yeah, plain and simple. No one's watching it on YouTube. What's a shame, because I think visually it looks amazing, but it gets a lot more on podcasting. So that's
if you are watching it, give it a thumbs up, because we can see the difference between which videos are working and which are not. If you don't want them all on this channel, let us know. Tell us if you want separate channels for each one, because we have got a lot of stuff coming out on this channel. My vlogs that I do personally are coming out on this channel as well. But if you don't want that, let us know. And what we'll do, we'll split these up. But we can always do 4 different channels. If you want 4 channels, we can give you 4 channels. The only thing is, subscribe to them all. And if you can, hit that bell as well, please, guys. Do a massive favour. So if that's it from me, I think that's it from Phil. We will see you very soon.
See ya.